Specifically, we'll be looking at
Okay.
machine learning algorithms that try to judge your face.
Okay, got you.
By giving access to your camera, you'll be able to experience these algorithms yourself. But don't worry, everything will run locally
May I ask
in
you
your
how
own
old
browser.
you are?
No data is sent to the cloud in any way.
I'm like 15, 20.
At the end of the experience, you will be able to share some
we're gonna do
anonymous
20.
data with us if you want, but it's totally up to you.
Okay. What is
The
this?
first algorithm we'll look at is designed to judge
What
the
is that?
beauty or attractiveness of
Oh.
your face.
Oh.
We'll give you a score between 0 and 10.
6.4. I don't know.
Having
Is that
some
good?
idea of how attractive you are can be
I
very
think
valuable.
I'm okay.
For example, dating
6.4.
services like Tinder use it to match people who are about equally attractive. Some social media companies, such as
You are
TikTok,
more attractive
are
than
known to
40% of
promote content from
spice
attractive
girls.
people more.
What?
To make
You
an
gotta be in the
algorithm like
square?
this, you need to train it using tens
It
of thousands
doesn't.
of example
Oh,
photos
6.9.
that each already have a beauty score.
6.9.
Rating all these photos is often done by students at universities.
That doesn't work.
If
It
you
doesn't
ask
work.
Chinese students
It
to give
doesn't
their
work.
opinions, their cultural perceptions of beauty
You look
will
like a
transfer over
0.1.
into the
Okay,
algorithm,
which
might lead to
Thank you for
unpredictable
the
effects when
compliment.
it's used to judge people from other
That's
cultures.
because Shade is handsome.
I wanted to show
Get
you
your
an
head in the
example
square. It
of
doesn't
this,
look.
but I couldn't
Every
even
time
get
try
the
to go, it
algorithm
moves
to
away,
detect
bro.
black
It doesn't
people's
want me.
faces properly.
Look at the
If you
camera.
have a low score, it might
I'm
just
looking
be
at it.
because the judgment of these algorithms is so dependent on how they were trained.
Doesn't, bro.
Of course,
Straight.
if you got a really high score, that's
That's
just
good
because you are
score.
incredibly
Tecton got a
beautiful.
6.2. Bro, Tecton is not
Next,
a
let's look at an
6.2, bro.
algorithm that's designed to judge your age.
25,
And what you'll
24.
see here, as well as with many others, is that
This
if you move your head
it's
around,
looking at
you'll
me.
be able to
Because the
influence
only
the
way I would
outcome
know
quite a
him
bit.
from like 24 or
Some
whatever.
stores use these algorithms to learn more about their visitors.
Shade looks
They
European.
can also be
Didn't
used
even
to
spell
guess
it
who might
right.
be lying about your age on
Ad
dating
break.
websites.
No.
If you happen to share your age bracket earlier, we can now figure out whether or not
Oh,
you are
23.
a liar.
22.
The following
What gender
algorithm
am
we'll
I?
take a look at tries
Okay,
to
yeah, no.
determine your gender.
Wait, no,
Here
it
you
changed.
can once
Look.
again see that the country
Look,
or
it changed.
culture in which an algorithm was constructed.
Wait, let's do it again. Because it started
So
detecting
let's
it.
talk about your face. Specifically, we'll be looking at machine learning algorithms that try to
I'm going to do it
judge your
again.
face.
Because, like, look,
By giving access to
the
your
square
camera,
disappeared.
You'll be able to
No, the
experience
square came
these
back.
algorithms yourself. But don't worry, everything will run locally in your own browser. No data is sent to the cloud
No,
in
it
any
doesn't
way.
want me.
At the end
Okay.
of the experience, you will
I don't
be
know.
able
I
to
don't
share
mean to do
some
that.
anonymous data
That's
with
cooked.
us if you want, but it's totally up
That's
to you.
cooked.
The first
I
algorithm we'll
restarted.
look
Now
at
I have
is
to do it
designed
again.
to judge the beauty or attractiveness of your face. It will give you a score
Supposedly.
between 0 and 10.
No, I'm a
Having
6.
some
I'm
idea
a
of how
6.2.
attractive you are can be very valuable.
I don't think I can go higher than
For
that.
example, dating
6.6.
services like Tinder
No,
use it
come
to
back.
match people who are about equally attractive.
Nope. Doesn't do it.
Some social media
6.6,
companies,
chat.
such as TikTok, are known to promote content from
Look,
attractive people
it's
more.
tracking me.
To make an algorithm like this, you need
It's
to train
tracking
it
me,
using
chat.
tens of thousands of example photos that each already have a beauty score.
It's tracking me.
Rating all these photos is often
I don't
done
know.
by students at universities.
I'm a 6. I'm a 6. I'm a 6.
If you ask Chinese
Okay,
students
good to
to give
know.
their
I'm a 6,
opinions,
chat.
their cultural
What is the name of
perceptions
site?
beauty
It's
will transfer over into the algorithm, which might lead
hownormalami.eu.
to unpredictable effects.
What is
when
blood
it's used
doing?
to judge people from other cultures.
Wait.
I wanted to show you an
Wait,
example
take
of this,
your
but I
chair
couldn't
out
even
of
get
frame.
the algorithm to detect black people's faces properly.
I don't think I have to
If you
do
have a low
that.
score, it might just be because the judgment of these algorithms is so dependent
I think
on how
that's
they
just
were
there.
trained.
I don't
Of
know.
course, if you got a really high score, that's just because you are
I
incredible.
guess my chair is a 6.6.
Next, let's look at an
Alright.
algorithm that's designed to judge your age. And what you'll see
24,
here, as well as with many
23.
others, is that if you move your head around, you'll be able to influence the outcome quite a bit.
Yeah.
Some stores
I
use
do.
these algorithms to learn more about their visitors.
Nah, you had
They
10
can
out of
also be used to
100.
guess who
Okay.
might be lying
Thank you,
about your
Solus.
age on dating websites.
Your chair is the
If you
face.
happen to share your age bracket earlier, we can now figure out whether or not
No.
you are a liar.
No.
The following algorithm will take
Look,
a look
if
at tries
it
to determine your
look,
gender.
it's a man. Look, it stopped.
Here you can once
It
again
stopped
see
doing
that
the
the
thing.
country or culture in which an algorithm was constructed can have a big influence on how it will categorize
Why
and
is
judge
AI
people.
determining beauty? Isn't that
This algorithm would
beauty
probably flip
subjective?
out at the gay pride.
It's, I guess,
Our next algorithm on the
BMI.
menu tries to determine your body mass index, or BMI, from just
What do you
looking at
mean,
your
bro? I'm
face.
fat as hell, bro. What you on about?
To make an algorithm like this, you'll once again need thousands of photos
There will
of
be
people
minigame,
that
yeah.
are tagged with their body mass index. In practice,
Jawline.
I found that the required data is often simply
Nah.
scraped from the internet. For example,
Wait, I can
some
change my
researchers who work
BMI
at
so much.
Google
Look at this.
took these pictures from online communities where people
Chiseled.
share their weight loss progress.
Bah.
A lot of these algorithms
Okay, I gotta
work
stop. What am
by
I
first
doing?
measuring 7 proportions in your face. One of these is calculated by measuring the area above your eyes, which is why you can get a lower score by raising your eyebrows. By
Okay.
connecting to this website,
Oh!
you also shared your IP address,
Huh.
and that was used to guess where you are. Now that we have your gender, your age, your country of origin, and the BMI prediction, we can combine these and try to create a life expectancy prediction.
What do you mean by
These types
that?
of predictions are essentially created by stacking educated guesses on top of each other, which makes the result even more imprecise.
What do you mean by
However, that doesn't stop insurance agencies from
Mappy?
purchasing these types of predictions, because to them it's better than nothing. Won't you come a little closer? Don't take this the wrong way, but you have a very unique face. That's why, just like you have a fingerprint, you also have a face print. This is usually expressed in 128
That's crazy.
numbers. This
Yeah, I'm
face print
cooked.
makes it possible to
Chat, my
recognize
digital
you wherever
footprint
you go.
is cooked.
For example, Russian company FindFace offers a service where you can take a picture of a stranger and then it will try to find the social media profiles that belong to that person.
What does this mean?
Similarly, an American company called Clearview AI
They have your
allows police
identity?
officers to upload a photo.
What do you mean?
And then it will show a list of all the web pages where it found the same person. You can now buy security cameras that have this capability built in. For example, in the United States, the pharmaceutical chain Rite Aid used these cameras to recognize people who had previously shoplifted them.
And why is my...
By the way, you didn't actually need to get closer to the camera for this to work. A small thumbnail is enough. I just want to see if you do it. I also have to admit something. While this website was loading, I secretly recorded your emotional reaction when the little puppy was shown. This was done using an algorithm that tries to determine your emotional state based on your facial expressions. A company called HireView
New apps, alright,
offers online video interviewing tools.
Peace out, bro.
They claim to be able to find the best job applicants by analyzing their facial expressions, voice, and vocabulary.
Chad, this is creepy.
This practice has been criticized for
Tibby, why do you make me do this?
Algorithms.
Tibby, why'd you make me do this, Tibby? Tibby, I'm cooked.
As a bonus, for the last few minutes, your surfing behavior has also been recorded. You may not realize it, but a lot of websites have little bits of code from companies such as Visual Website Optimizer.
You switched to another tab 0 times. Okay. What does it mean 100,000 interaction?
Mouse movements, as well as any text you may have entered into forms. These services can help improve how a website functions.
Wait.
It also means a large amount of behavioral data is being
it detected my location?
As you probably realize, your data is increasingly collected
and
combined to create all
I'm not giving you my information. I'm 92% normal. Shade sad? No, it's just I did this test.
These profiles are
I did this test, Caesar. Look.
But they are starting to impact all
look. Read terms.
Ranging from getting
I'm a no. Shared age. They got my age somehow. And then I am a 6.6 out of. I'm like a normal person in terms of beauty. My age, they guessed I'm 23. Lied about my age? I didn't. I'm literally 19. Closest thing you can get. Man, they guessed that. My BMI is 20. It's crazy. Life expectancy 81. Chat, I'm gonna be here for a while, so I'll be seeing y'all. Came closer? No, I did not. What does that mean? Expression sad. I had sad expression.
We have to protect our human rights to privacy, which is
I don't know what that means.
Right to be different.
I don't know what that means.
That privacy is our right to be imperfect.
But yeah, no, I'm a normal. I'm normal, chat. Look, 92% normal.
It comes with great stories of how we can improve our lives.
No, we're 92% normal.
But
you're gonna be around for a while.
We have to be very careful and really think through what it could do to
that's funny though.